Hello everyone, thanks for taking a look at my video and my channel, and welcome to Grand Union. So guys, today I wanted to share my coffee bar section that I have finally set up. My previous video you saw, we got the Able sisters done. And yeah, in my very last video, I mentioned that my house has disappeared. And Carlo's house has disappeared. And Eric's house has disappeared. So guys, we are in the midst of trying to plan my villager homes. As you can see, I have everybody situated. Oops. There we go. I have everybody situated over here on the far east side of the island. Kind of was the residential area before, but I'm kind of trying to squeeze everybody in. So Curlo's is down on the beach and have kind of everybody scattered about. Dom and Eric are on the upper level because they both had the log rustic cabins. And Filbert is up on the upper level as well. And then my house is towards the back of the island here. And then eventually I'm going to have kind of like a woodland trail that kind of goes behind my house. Like, I think I'm going to do like a bridge over the water and then have it connect to like a woodland trail. It's just going to be a small trail that will take you over to the campsite. So it definitely won't be as large as it was last time. But yeah, I'm really excited. So, all right, let me get out of this. Get out of this. And I have Sahara visiting today. But guys, let's go take a look at my coffee bar section. I'm like so excited to share this with you guys. It actually came together really quick. So yes, we have another phone booth here. Keep my villagers happy. And you can see up above, on the upper level, I actually finally did a little bit of landscaping. I got some flowers up there. You can see off in the far right, I got the Grand Union banner branding up. And yeah, got some water fountain out here. We have our directional sign so you can know where you are on the island. This is telling you how to get over to resident services. And yeah, so I got the diagonal path in. And I planted a bunch of trees. And we went with the blue theme, guys. So I got my blue hyacinths here. Had an extra flower cart that I had. There's Lopez. There's Lopez watering the flowers, guys. What's he up to? Well, guys, welcome to the Grand Union Coffee Bar. So I updated the coffee kiosk. The villagers were demanding the espresso machine back over here, so I brought it back over. And I was lucky enough to get this table and umbrella set out of a balloon. And unfortunately, I was able to actually do the custom designing and match the umbrella with the canopy of the coffee kiosk. So, and then I had these chairs, which I think I bought on Red's fishing trawler, where he sells his artwork. I'm pretty sure I got these off his fishing trawler. But I had them in my inventory and never used them, so they actually look really good with this. So yeah, I ended up just kind of, sorry Lopez, I just kind of got this set up, and then just kind of fill the space in. Oh, sorry guys. And then let's go over here real quick. So this I'm really excited about back here. This is what you'd call like a garden meadow. I saw this really cool picture online, and unfortunately I should have screenshot it because I love the flowers and the colors of the flowers that they use to actually create this meadow. But guys, here it is. Isn't this great? So their meadow was a little bit larger. It had a little bit more variety of flowers, kind of scattered about. They had a few stones in there. They had the ceramic bunny statue, which I don't think I have in my catalog. I don't think I ever bought it. I'd spent it at Nook's Crannies a couple times, but I was just like, what am I going to do with this rabbit? There you go. Now I wish I had the rabbit. But yeah, so this is kind of like my small little meadow area right by the river and the waterfall. And then I have a nice park bench here, so you can actually sit and watch the water, listen to the waterfall, see if any birds come to the bird bath. And it's just kind of like, kind of a little overgrown, a little unkept in a way. And then we kind of come back over in this area. We've got a little water fountain over here as well. And yeah, this is the coffee shop, guys. I'm really excited about it. It came out really nice. So, and it came together really quick too. I was surprised. I kind of laid it all out, put the blue flowers down, and then spent a little bit of time kind of tweaking like where I was putting like the small decorations, but all in all, it came out really nice. And then over here, I did the... Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, guys, it's Kurt. And he's got a pile of sticks, guys. You know what that means. Oh, there's going to be trash on the island later on I'm going to have to pick up. Well, anyways, guys, you probably will recognize these railings here. They're kind of like the light blue or the aqua. I always called them the children's, like, playground fencing. I can't remember. Why don't I just go in and I will see what they're called. Oh, sorry guys. So apparently it's just the iron fence, which we also have stairs, a metal staircase, and then the bridge that also matches this color. Whoops. There we go. Sorry guys. But what's awesome is since the 2.0 update, we can go with our custom design kits and go to our workbench, and we can actually update the color. So this is the black, which is almost like a charcoal gray, which I put out. And I just kind of decided I wanted to have, a little separation from the ledge here. I put a couple of the Lily of the Valleys out, and then I just did some purple and white roses over here, because I had a lot of purple roses, and I really didn't know what to do with them. And then this was what was left of my white roses that I had, so I wanted to make use of those as well. Alright, let's talk to Kurt and see what he's up to. Lucky, where have you been? I ain't talked to you in my word. How long has it been? Well, unfortunately, Kurt is on the other side of the island behind Nook's Cranny. And honestly, I very rarely ever come over here. So unless he's like in the plaza or over on the villager side of the island, I don't ever talk to him. But in any event, he's over here. He's near Nook's Cranny, so he can take advantage of, he has garbage to bring stuff down to the recycling center behind Nook's Cranny to try to hopefully keep his yard a little bit neater than he has in my past videos. So far, he's been doing really well, so I'm very impressed with that. But let's see what else he has to say. Well, glad to know we're still neighborly. Stop by again soon, all right? All right. So, I have been working on moving my homes. And of course, as you know, guys, you have to go to resident services and talk to Tom Nook about moving a villager home. And then it takes a day to actually move the house. So, move my house, move their homes. And I've been working on basically time traveling and kind of trying to get the neighborhood set up. Guys, I'm not 100% sold on it. It's very much this is very much how it looked beforehand. You know, I had Tammy's house on the far right-hand side in the corner, upper right corner. And then I had Pearl's house kind of a little bit further on the far left side. And then the house right next to the water was Lopez's house. So basically what I've done is I've added Curlos over here. I've added Daisy over here. And then I've also added Rosie over here as well. So I have a good group of people over, group of villagers over here. I haven't started really decorating or putting fencing or trying to customize the yards yet. And that might be why I'm not like loving the appearance of it yet. I don't know. I was kind of thinking about maybe spreading the houses out a little bit more. But again, that's how I used to have it. Is I had the houses kind of scattered all over the island, and this time I really wanted to kind of challenge myself to create like a tight-knit community. So, and it actually is really kind of cool when you go over there. A lot of times the villagers are all out kind of milling about in the area. So it's really actually going to be really nice once it gets decorated, and it feels a little bit more like Grand Union and not so much like a construction zone. And then the upper level here, I got my house, which is kind of cool. I'm liking where I put the house, and I've changed the exterior, so it's going to be much more of a forest cabin, which should be really kind of cool. And then obviously the 2 log cabins of Eric and Dom. So yeah, it's coming together pretty nice. I'm happy with that. And I haven't done any more with the campsite. And then I haven't done any more over in the memorial section over here. I am probably going to leave that little dessert counter over there. I really like how it looks. I know it's kind of awkward to be like way over there on its own, but I think I'm just going to leave it like as a little pastry counter over there. And I might just put like a couple of tables and chairs like off to the left or maybe to the right of it. And just kind of have it set up like that. And then maybe do like something casual on the beach. And yeah, so guys, Grand Union is actually coming together pretty quick. I still have the farm gardens to set up over here, and the apple orchard has to kind of be repositioned and figured out. And then just kind of figuring out the nature trail and actually utilizing my custom design pathing that I made myself. So yeah, pretty happy. So guys, yeah, I think it came out pretty good. So, whoops. Oh gosh, sorry about that. All right. Do I have anything I can give him? Oh, I do have a gift. All right, hang on. Always a pleasure to see you. Here, this is for you. I got something for you. Ophthalmal torso? Ophthalmal torso? Oh my. I feel like I butcher a lot of words in this game, guys. What a splendorific relic. I'm glad to take it off your hands. Thanks, Cupcake. Let me thank you with a white rose wall. Oh, a white rose wall? I don't think I've ever seen that before. Huh. All right. Well, thank you, Kurt. I do have to say that's one thing I've noticed a lot of the villagers have been giving lately, and I don't know if you if you guys play in the game, I don't know if you've noticed it too. I've been getting a lot of like flooring, carpeting, wallpaper from a lot of my villagers as gifts. And guys, oh guys. All right, so this guys is like a little work in progress as well. I have a phone booth out here. I just want to run in real quick while I'm over here and have my fossils assessed so I can actually get some gift wrap. And I'll have more presents to give my villagers. Guys, the exciting thing is Filbert and Tammy have both given me their photographs. So I actually put little tables out in front of their houses with their picture on it. And I think I'm going to do that with my other villagers too. So I have Lopez, Daisy, and Curlos. But Curlos, oh, no, I don't want to do that. See, that's what happens when I talk and try to do things, guys. It doesn't work. All right, brothers, come on. Let me focus, guys. Focusing. All right, here we go. So I have 7 fossils I'd like you to assess. Hopefully you're going to like them. Ooh, more than one I see. Let's take a closer look, shall we? Yes, indeed, quite splendid. The Lasar Museum already has fossils such as these. I'm indeed tempted to purchase these for my personal collection, but no, I must exercise restraint and return them to you now. Well, I thank you. Might I help you with anything else? Nope, I'm fine. Guys, I was super excited the other day because I've been putting in the small ponds. I actually did a little bit of fishing, and I was able to get... Let's go to the Cryptopedia. Let's go to the fishy fish section. All right. I believe it was the pop-eyed goldfish. It was either the goldfish or the pop-eyed goldfish. I think it was the pop-eyed one, because I remember him talking about the eyes. But I finally got that added to the collection for the fishy fish section. I still have all these. I wrote down what they are and where I can actually locate them. It just depends on the time of year. So I still have quite a few to get. But that was kind of fun. I did that the other day. And I did end up moving this area around just a little bit. Because, yeah, I have the water feature here now, guys. So instead of it just being like the waterfall here on the edge, kind of set it up like this, which I thought was really nice. And yeah, I know it's kind of just a simple, boring museum with the red banners floating on either side of the entranceway. In fact, you can actually see the banners. Check that out. You can actually see the banners flying around in the wind. That's very cool. Now, so for the longest time, sorry guys. So for the longest time, I actually thought that that was part of the museum. Like I actually thought that was like, I don't know if I thought it was brick or what I actually thought it was, but it hasn't been until like recent games that I've ever actually noticed that it was actually physically material that was blowing in the wind. But yeah, so yeah, kind of simple, but I love the pink flowers. I love the statues. There's still some space that I can display some things eventually if I'd like to. And then I did end up having to move the pathway a little bit down here. But I did get the flowers set up. I thought they looked really nice. And as you come down through, I did plant some trees. I extended the ledge a little bit over here. And we got some lanterns off to the side. I'm not sure if I'm going to put flowers over here or if I'm just going to kind of keep it simple. I don't necessarily want to have like sensory overload. Like I don't necessarily want people like staring like here when it's like the focus really should be like over here looking at the Zen garden, or taking some time and like looking down at the meadow, you know, over here. So here's Pearl. And guys, we got another telephone booth and clock. So my villagers better not be complaining anytime soon. They can't call anybody. I think the only other spot that I really would like to eventually put one is possibly going to be over here in front of Nook's Cranny. Like in this area here. Or the other spot will be obviously in the back of the island where that little bakery cafe is going to be in the northwest side. Just because there's no phone over there at all. And that is quite a ways from everybody else on the island. Here's Tammy. I finally got her photograph. Pretty excited, guys. Yeah, so I'm really excited. The island has really come together really nice. I'm really excited about, you know, I said I didn't want to have a lot of long stretches of like walkway, but I really don't consider this to be like that long of a stretch. And then I enjoy the fact that, you know, I have the pathway that goes off at an angle and, you know, connects over to the villager homes, the neighborhood over there. But yeah, I don't know, it's really kind of cool how it all came out. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited. So guys, thanks for tuning in to watch my video today. If anybody's new that's checking out my channel, thank you so much for watching my video. And you can actually go back and watch some of my older videos and see what the island looked like before I started doing the update, because a lot of the land has actually moved around and the water features have actually all changed a lot as well. And the island definitely is a lot more full than it ever has been in the past. I've definitely challenged myself to try to use more items and put more items down to kind of fill up the space and not leave such big open, just grassy areas. Kind of like how the game was when we first started. I actually have gone back and I watched some people that I used to watch a lot when they first started their island. And it was so funny to like go back and see. And then even a lot of people are restarting their islands now. And it's funny to go back and see like there's like 9,000 weeds everywhere and sticks and rocks and trees, and that's all there is. There's like no custom pathing, there's no pathing at all, there's no terraforming, and it's just kind of neat to see. So I don't know if I'll eventually restart my island. I'm not really positive. I did see at Walmart they actually had the Animal Crossing Switch console, And that was really intriguing, guys. It was like $2.99, which wasn't a bad price at all. And I have a couple of Walmart gift cards from Christmas and my birthday. So I was kind of thinking about upgrading to like a Switch. And it would be kind of cool to have an Animal Crossing Switch because, let's face it, Animal Crossing is the reason why I'm actually playing video games again, and I actually got myself a Switch Lite in the first place was because I wanted to play this game. So, and yeah, I really enjoy it. It's just kind of a fun thing to do. So, yeah, so I'm kind of looking at the Animal Crossing Switch, but guys, then they have the OLED, and the OLED has like the bigger screen, the better speakers, the better graphics, the better colors. And I was just like, oh, that's really cool. But you know, I don't really hear a lot of people talking about it. Like, I've seen a lot of unboxing videos. I've seen a few people like use it a little bit, but I don't hear anybody in the community like, I don't hear people stampeding out buying the OLED and then raving about it. And it's like another $100. That's a lot of money. And especially where like this is kind of like the in-between console, the OLED, to whatever the next Nintendo console is going to be. I'm not sure, but you know, that's just a couple years down the road. So the Switch might be like maybe the ideal thing. Plus, you know, having an Animal Crossing Switch would definitely be at least a collectible keepsake for me. I don't know. You'll have to tell me what you think in the comments, guys. Let me know your thoughts. So, and yeah, I guess with that, guys, I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching my video. For new people, please feel free to check out some of my older stuff. Feel free to comment. I always appreciate that. And until next time, guys, we'll be checking out the neighborhood. It's not going to be done, but at least you'll be able to see what the neighborhood looks like. And you'll also get to see the playground that I set up right off from the neighborhood and the campsite. So, looking forward to showing that all to you guys. All right. Thanks so much, guys. We'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye. I want to get a cup of coffee. Oh, yeah. Nothing like a hot espresso on a nice windy day.